right, welcome back to the Alpha channel. Today we're gonna do what we do usually, and trying to give advice to people on the relationships. So I got a post right there from Reddit. I haven't read it yet, so let's see what it has to say. 24 male, don't know how to be a good boyfriend to my 22-year-old girl. Obviously, I read the title before. I think that already. Something that people usually struggle with. Sorry, spoke with the wrong side of the mic. You already know. And I think that I'm curious to see what bro has to say. But I think it's already quite normal to feel that way about yourself, especially while 24. I'm also 24, bro. Yeah, we don't know shit at that age. Unfortunately, I don't like saying that, but every single year I just learn new shit. So clearly, I don't know anything. So let's go. How can I fix this situation? I'm 24. I think that I fucked up my relationship. Okay. So as for a bit of context, I've been dating this girl, 22, for a year and a half. But things were rough between us from the start because we both had really toxic past relationships. Okay. I am a very detached person, and I didn't notice that for the past year I've been hurting her very badly. Okay. Fair enough. I lied about finishing university from the start, and she found out a few months ago, right after I lost my job. Okay, that's tough, bro. I've been jobless ever since, and she keeps saying that I don't want to do anything with my life because all I do is stay at home and play games. Oh shit. Oh shit. Look, bro, I'm looking in the mirror right now, bro. Shit. I've applied for over 25 jobs, but she wouldn't believe me. And feels like I don't care anymore about the relationship because I said that I'm thinking about joining a month-long IT program in Germany, and I haven't asked her opinion about me going for a month. I feel mentally exhausted because I keep applying and not one answer. Since we've been together, I started hanging out less and less with my friends because she doesn't really like them, and now she complains that I'm not the same guy that she started the relationship with. Well, of course, I'm not the same. When I feel I have to walk on eggshells constantly. Ooh, what do you mean you have to walk on eggshells constantly? That's fair enough. I used to be more fun person and easygoing person, but now I can't remember the last time I genuinely laughed or felt truly happy. Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question right now. Do you feel that that's been the case for the past year and a half, or within that past year and a half? Let me know. She is the definition of almost perfect girlfriend. Works and goes to university, is sociable most of the time, very delicate but hard-headed at times, and when she truly loves someone, it shows. In comparison, I never notice when she is sad or mad or not feeling good. I forget a lot what she asks me to do, and even when I do it, it's in her eyes half-assed. Okay. Since she found out about the lie, she said that she doesn't trust me anymore, and she felt like we were more roommates for the past month because I never come with a plan to go anywhere or do anything. She doesn't feel heard or understood, and also I feel drained and I don't know how to handle the situation. When she starts crying and explaining me what bothers her, I just feel like shutting down and leaving. I feel like I don't deserve her, and we are completely different now compared to when we started. It's actually really sad, bro. She doesn't feel happy anymore, and neither do I. It's my fault for not being here for her when she needed me and only caring about what makes me comfortable. Now she's mad at me for implying that I want to go to the training camp, that I played video games for the past month, and that even though I stayed at home, I didn't take much care of the apartment besides general cleaning a few times and cooking daily. But the biggest problem is that she feels like I don't want to talk to her, go out anywhere with her, or be with my friends, or be anywhere with her friends. With my friends I can. Okay. But with my friends I can. Okay. Sorry about that. Little brain fart on my part. On reading this. Okay. So, thing one, my bro. My brother. Listen. The lies fucked up, my bro. Like, I don't know why. If you can tell me why, if you know why, because sometimes we don't really know why we lie like that. But if you do know why you lied like that, like, explain to me. Were you scared of her reaction that she was going to? Because it feels like she has high standards for herself, and maybe she puts the same high standards on you. which doesn't really work if you guys don't have the same goals, I'm guessing, right? Because like, why did you leave uni? Maybe you didn't like the course, maybe you didn't like what was happening there. I felt like if you just communicated that, maybe that you could have just said it whenever you quit. But there are good reasons to not want to go to uni. There are good reasons to not want to finish the course. I hope you know them now. I don't know if you knew them back then and you just decided not to say because you were scared of a judgment. Either way, these are some things people can understand. Even though she has high standards for herself, the standards that she has for herself don't need to apply to you. Like, you guys don't need to have the same standards for each other. I mean, that would be very difficult. That means you guys would have like a very, very similar lifestyle. You like basically everything that she likes, and she likes everything that you like, which honestly barely happens to even friends. Like, I don't know. I don't know if I've ever met someone where I've even like a friend that likes everything that I like. Like, there's always things that, like, we don't have the same standards on everything, you know. So I get that. I get that you were probably scared of telling her, but at the same time, like, it's definitely not the right option. It's not even close to being the right option. So indeed, I know you're aware of it, but like, maybe like go into it a little bit more so you know it's not gonna happen again. Then you've applied to a lot of jobs and they're not hiring you, which happens. I mean, you stayed jobless for a month, or you are jobless for a month now. That happened to me, or I did that. That happened to me / I did that to myself in October. I had a few savings. I didn't really get fired from my job, but I just left my job because I was burnt out and I couldn't work anymore, and that's something I didn't really want to do. And yeah, I stayed looking for a job for almost 4 months. So, and yeah, and I'm engaged also. Obviously, I mean, regular viewers are gonna know that, but maybe you don't, my friend. But yeah, so it's difficult, but it takes time to find a job, especially if you're looking for a job that you're gonna enjoy. It takes time, and you have to stay patient. It's fucking annoying and it's hard, but it does take time. And I think that like someone like your girlfriend is gonna want to be supportive of you. Now, they're playing video games all day. Listen to me, bro. This is something I'm going through right now myself, and I feel like something is happening. And you tell me if I'm wrong, but this is my theory. Yeah, I think that you don't put value into the video games that you play, which is a big, I don't know if you would call it a mistake or a misstep, but something is wrong about that, right? I'm a big gamer. I love video games, okay? When you play a video game, I don't know what type of video games you play, but it seems like you do play a lot, right? We have time to clean our house, we have time to cook, sure, but like playing the video game is the activity that you're gonna do most of your day, right? Otherwise you wouldn't be complaining. If you were playing one hour video games and then reading a book like for another 5, like, she probably wouldn't complain that you just play video games. So I'm gonna guess that you play video games a lot, right? Like me, for example, maybe like a cool 7 hours per day, right? On average. Maybe sometimes it's like 5, maybe others it's like 10, 11, you know what I'm saying? Maybe sometimes we go to sleep at like 5 because you fucking died 50 times on the same quest. We already know, bro. We already know. And it's easy to feel like you're doing something useless, but then at the same time, you're allowed to like it. I mean, there's people that play video games that are like, wow, this is so shit. I'm not having a good time at all. I don't like this activity at all, right? And so it's like an activity to like, and I don't know, again, I'm guessing, but I felt like you don't respect that. I didn't respect that. I felt like I was wasting my life and my time because I was playing video games. And if you feel that way, you have 2 choices. Either you start respecting your activity and actually seeing the value that you get from playing video games, or stop playing the games. Stop playing the games completely, because you will just like eat yourself up because you're playing video games the whole day and you don't see any value in it. And I think there's value into playing video games. A lot of people will disagree. Well, they can go fuck themselves, realistically. Like, especially if they're not gamers themselves. Like, I don't ever listen to someone that doesn't play video games telling you that playing video games is useless. Fuck them. You're the one enjoying it, bro. Like, people watch TV all the time. Like, reading books. Like, oh yeah, Harry Potter is so much more fucking useful than playing video games. Sure, it's like, oh, you're reading, you're training your brain. But it's like, come on, man. There's also like, skill-based video games. Like, not all video games are just like stupid where you just press buttons and something. That's not what a video game is. And I feel like that's what people think it is. It's just, oh yeah, press button and then something happens on the screen. No, bro. Like, you obviously have to put thinking into like playing video games as well when you play, especially if you play competitive games. All right, that was my video games are fun and a valid hobby time. Okay, and now that it's done, I think that so hanging out with my friends less and less also happened to me when I started being in a relationship, and I think it's a mixture of a few things. I think that first, your lifestyle when you're single and your lifestyle when you're in a relationship changes. And unfortunately for us guys, we don't actually learn how to how to actually speak to people cordially without putting ourselves in danger, without like for example the male and female relationships, like before you're in a true relationship, it's mostly flirting, right? I feel like a lot of guys don't actually learn how to be friends with a woman, with a girl, when they're younger. So we just don't know how to do it, right? That's what you want to do, but you just don't know how to do it. Like, hang out with your boys and just like hang out, just like go to a breakfast place and have a coffee for 2 hours with your boy and then just leave it at that. Like, we don't know how to hang out like this but I mean, tell me if I'm wrong. Maybe that's what you were doing, and you don't do it anymore, and maybe there's another reason why you're not, because you're telling me you're walking on eggshells. That's also very interesting. But I'm telling you that, like, I don't feel like I was walking on eggshells, but I also started hanging out with my friends less and less because I was hanging out with my girl more. There's also that, and it's also normal to change when you're in a relationship. This is inevitable. You're gonna change when you're obviously, right? It's like, it's weird that people don't expect other people to change when you're literally adding an entire new person into your life. Bro, obviously you're gonna have to change a few things. Damn, like, you ain't gonna stay the exact same guy. That's crazy. I mean, some things that are like core about you, I guess, aren't gonna change, but like, you're gonna change pretty much everything. Like the time you wake up, your cleaning habits, what you eat, what you drink. It's like, obviously, right, you're probably from two different places. That makes sense. Now, what do you mean by your walking on eggshells? Do you feel like she comments on everything that you do, like she nags you or something? If that's the case, what does she nag you about? What is it that you think is wrong? It feels like you're telling me that you're walking on eggshells, but she does want you to hang out with your friends. So I would like more details on that. Like, give me an example of you walking on the eggshell, for example. I guess that, like, when you talk about like things that are half-assed, maybe like, yeah, you're cleaning at home or something. Is that part of you walking on eggshells when she's like coming home and commenting about your cleaning? Is that what you mean by that? And if that's what you mean by that, I think these things can also be talked about. I don't think that this is something that you have to live with forever. Maybe she needs to get used to that also. The fact that you don't necessarily care about the cleanliness of the house. Maybe you do. Maybe you do also find the house completely disgusting, and at this point it's like, okay, fair enough. But maybe you can just let her know that, like, this isn't, like, for me, the standard of cleanliness is fine. I wouldn't want to do more than that. I guess maybe that's like a deal breaker for her or something. But I don't know what you mean by walking on eggshells, because I feel like the distance between like the house not being clean and the house being as clean as she wants might not, like, if it's too far from what you want to do or what you think is reasonable, just let her know. You know what I'm saying? Like, if she comes home and then she's like, oh my god, like, there's like, this little bit of dust in the corner, then it's like, okay, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? But if she comes home and she's like, bro, there's literally like fucking dust of like 2 weeks on the floor that you have not wiped, it's like, okay, well, maybe you kind of want to just like talk about it. First of all, you want to apologize for that, because, bro, what the fuck are you doing? But it's like, there's levels to it, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that like you, like, every time that she does that or she criticizes what you do, that is legitimate. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's like, well, it's a little bit of the detail. You can just like overlook that and not make a big deal out of it, even though it's still there, you know what I'm saying? And you're telling me like she's pretty much the perfect girlfriend, and it's, I kind of have like, it's hard for me to swallow that. Not meaning that I think you're lying. I believe you anyway. I believe you for sure. But it's the fact that I believe you is the problem, is that like you're telling me that you walk on eggshells constantly, but that she is pretty much she's almost the perfect girlfriend. And I feel like almost the perfect girlfriend wouldn't have you walk on eggshells like this, but then it is just so you can think about it, right? She works, she goes to university, she's sociable, and you never notice when she's sad or when she's mad or when she's not feeling good. Do you have any idea why this is happening to you? Is it because you don't pay attention to her and you don't speak to her, or is it because she has a tough skin though? So it's like sometimes people are just hard to read as well. Some people just are really good at hiding their emotions. Just think about that. It's like when she's home, do you ask her how she is when she comes home? Do you look at her when she comes home? Do you look at her before she goes to work? Do you ask her about her day? Does she tell you about like what she's going through? And also maybe if you don't do that, you want to start doing that. Look, just she comes home, just sit down with her for like an hour or two. Just try to get to know what she's doing, and that will give you a picture on how she's feeling overall. Even though she doesn't tell you specifically, I feel that way today. You can just ask her what happened to her that day or what's been happening to her in the past week. And that will tell you how she feels. If she has tough skin. Okay, my opinion on this is I feel like she tells you that you never notice. Am I right? Am I correct? I feel like this is something she tells you. Oh, you never notice when I'm this, when I'm that. And if it's the case, do you think that's true? Think about it. And so you guys aren't happy anymore. Okay, caring about me, comfortable. I stay at home. Okay, so I think that there's two things here probably that I would say for the end is let her know that you're not doing okay. I hope she knows that. But if she doesn't, maybe you can just tell her, hey, I'm not doing okay these days. Like you're feeling demotivated because you're not getting hired by anybody. You're scared because you feel like you're not the man that she wants you to be. And this is also very normal, bro. Like, trust me, like this fear is probably going to be with you until like, with us, my bro. It's probably going to be with us until we get like an actual good job that we know we're never going to, leave because we like it and we're good at it and shit. That takes time. And that you want her to, support you through that, and that you'll be here for her whenever that happens to her. That's the best you can do. And also try to like bring her into your world a little bit, right? Like, maybe you guys can do more things together. Like she's gonna be like the best person you're gonna want to go out with if you want to start going out again. Like it's not doomed. You're not doomed at all, bro. Trust me. But you want to take it slowly, and you kind of also want to go see a therapist. I don't see any of that mentioned. Hopefully, if you can afford it. After you get another job, maybe you kind of want to go to a therapist by the end of the year, save some money, and unpack all that, because I think that you might need some help for confidence, because sometimes we get hit so hard we just lose all of our confidence. So I think that's about it, man. I think you I think you should be okay. I think your girlfriend might just be going too hard on you, but I think it's also because you may not be vulnerable enough with her, and you probably didn't tell her how not okay you actually are. And maybe that trip to Germany is gonna make you feel better, see some different, I'm guessing you're not from Germany, seeing something different, maybe like making some new friends, realizing that you do have skills, that you are capable, because I don't think you're I don't think that you're not a capable guy. Wow, English. Incapable. Yeah, I don't think you're an incapable guy. Exactly. Well, obviously, I don't really have a lot to judge on, but I will be an optimist and assume that you're not an incapable guy, and that you can make this happen. Just keep pushing, bro. Just keep sending CVs. Just keep looking for jobs. If it comes out to Germany, just take it and explain to her that this is what you need in order to gain your confidence again. And I don't know, feel like the man that you want to be, bro. It is what it is. And if you want her to be with you, because you're the one asking for a favor, kind of. You're kind of the one asking for a favor. So you want to make sure that she understands really how you feel, and maybe you kind of want to understand how you feel first, and see how that goes. Anyways, I hope that helped, bro. I hope that helped anyone that is in the same situation. And I will catch you in the other videos, guys. Bye bye. Outfox out.